Hey everybody, it's me, Lila. G-Ma Rides in my messy workroom. I wanted to show you this book before I put it up on a shelf and try to decide what to do with it. I made the cover myself. This is Masonite, you know, the stuff they make clipboards out of. And I cut the covers and I bent the spine a little bit. And I put a little bit of a raised edge on it. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 raised bits on it. And I painted it after I put fabric on it. But before I did that, I did a raised design on it with a secret technique I can't tell you about. It's not really that much of a secret. It's all over the internet. But anyway, it's got about 160 pages. And I just finished it up, so I think the glue's even still dry. What I do is I put together all these pages and I sewed them into a spine, which is based on, actually I've got one, an extra one I could show you. This is what I sew all my pages onto. It's just a piece of fabric, some cardboard, and some stuff to keep it secure. You might call it window screening. I like to get my papers at secondhand store or anywhere else, and then I just randomly put things in here, and sometimes I sew them, and in this case I have a new sewing machine. So I tried it out. Well, it's a new to me sewing machine. I bought it refurbished off of Amazon for like 80 bucks. Saving the environment one thing at a time, huh? And so like I was saying, 160 pages of randomness. I'm pretty big on random. I just got back from the Forgotten Angels camp out, so I left this on my table when I left, knew I needed to finish up when I got home, and sat down and finally got it done. I've said this before, but I love the way the pages sound when you turn them. It's kind of funny because not a one will make that cool noise, you know, once you want to show it off. Anyway, my books are primarily to use for whatever you want to. You can keep stickers in them. You can keep your receipts in them. You can plan your future journeys. You can document what you want to do in your garden next year. You can write down all those things to your family that you never really got around to writing down before. And you can write notes to yourself, whatever. I mean, primarily it's just a book to do with as you choose. One of my friends that I gave a book to last year said she's been using it ever since to keep her stickers in, which I think is pretty cool. Do you think I've gotten around to putting my stickers in? I have not. It's a little embarrassing. There's a lot of tuck spots in here, and I use it for tucking things in. I also like to make little notebooks in case you don't want to take a big notebook with you. I like to dye and use a stencil to do a wash on just plain old paper. I think it gives some really interesting effects. And I meant to show you that effect on the way by that one notebook I just showed you, but I didn't. So, I mean, there it is. You'll have to figure out how to buy the book from me if you want to see the insides of that one notebook. I like to tuck things in there in case you want to just throw something in your pocket and wander off with it. This is something I learned off of Nick the Booksmith, which, by the way, some of the stuff I learned off of Nick on this book that I am showing you today, and some of it I have picked up just along the way. The hollow binding technique, the hollow back technique that I use to secure the book to the actual cover is taught on Teachable by Nick the Booksmith. I'm a little tongue-tied tonight, can you tell? It's been a long day. But anyway, can't think of much of anything else to tell you about this book. If you're interested in getting a hold of one to keep in your saddlebags or on your shelf or wherever, you can probably figure out how to get a hold of me. I will shamelessly drop Rainy Rider's Discord name. If you're on his Discord, you can get a hold of me through there. or anybody else's Discord. I don't have my own because that is way more technical stuff than I know how to do. We know I'm not a technical person. This is a nice, great big envelope to put things in. And sometimes I make little tuck spots on the outside of the tuck spots, and sometimes I don't. These are some really cool, they're from old flower bunches. I got a great big stack of these, and they're kind of like velvety. I thought they were so cool looking. So I tucked one in there. Oh, and this stuff is cool too. This is something called washi tape, and I made it myself. Yep. I mean, I didn't do the design, but I figured out how to print it onto this special kind of label stuff. And then you just slice it up, and bam, you have tape. Pretty cool, huh? I know. Oh, and I had some silver dollar plant seeds. So look at this artistic thing I did for you. It actually kind of looks like what the plant looks like. Well, in my mind anyway. Yeah. And an encyclopedia page, in case you ever need one. Some random story. Yeah. Another place to tuck stuff. And we're getting rapidly near the end. I also, just in case you forgot, left you one of these. My sticker. I gave you an Ex Libris plate, which just basically means this is my book. And you can write your name there. Or if you give it to somebody else, they can write their name there. Okay? Okay. 160-ish pages of goodness. Sturdy cover. Kind of cool looking. I don't hate this book.